It's such an unsettling feeling when you're driving home at night and then out of nowhere, police car emergency lights are coming up behind you. Then you realize that the police are pulling you over. If you've been charged with DUI or OWI, whatever they call it in your state, and you can't afford an attorney, here are some of the things that you can and should do. And that's the topic of this video. Hello again, everyone. I'm attorney Robert Flessas. These are the first things that you should do after your arrest. First, make sure that you keep all of your paperwork that you received at the time of the arrest from the police officer and keep the documents in a folder. That includes anything the police gave you on the arrest date. You'll be referring to these documents over the course of your case. Now, get a copy of the police report. This is how you do that. The police report needs to be completed by the police officer and submitted to the department. Then the paperwork goes to the prosecutor. That process may take a few days, so you have to be patient. But you have the right to get a copy. Now, there's two ways to get a copy. First, you can request the police report directly from the police department that arrested you, usually within a week or so from the date of your arrest. Second, you can get a copy of the police report when you make your first court appearance. To do that, ask the prosecuting attorney for all the discovery that they have in their file, and they have to give it to you. You're probably going to pay a small fee whether you get the report directly from the police or the prosecuting attorney. Next, get a copy of both the squad car dash video and the officer's body cam video. You're entitled to that also. You'll probably also pay a small fee for that too. Well, now that you have the police report and the videos, start reading the police report and compare it to what you're seeing in the video. Here are some questions to ask yourself. Is the police report accurately describing, for example, the roadside sobriety tests? Police videos are time-stamped. The written police report also indicates the various times that certain events happened during your arrest. The paperwork that you receive on the date of your arrest will indicate times too. Compare the times of the video, the report, and the ticket to see if they sync with each other. What you're doing here is looking at the accuracy of the officer's descriptions of the event. Is the police officer being sloppy? Did it really happen that way? You're looking for errors. And here's another one. When was your Miranda warning read to you? Was it even read to you? That warning is required to advise you that anything you say will be used against you in court. Do you see yourself in the video waiving your Miranda right? When did you waive it in the process, if you did? After you spilled your guts to the police officer? What was the police officer saying to you on your ride to get you tested? Was the officer trying to get you to incriminate yourself before your Miranda warnings were announced to you? Did the officer describe to you what to do with the case? They do that sometimes. Note the time that it took between the time you were pulled over and when the alcohol testing or breathalyzer was performed. How much time elapsed? Well, there's an important time factor that affects the processing of alcohol in your body and your intoxication level that was recorded by blood or breathalyzer testing. At what time in the process was your alcohol level illegal? That's what you're driving at. Look at the conversation that you had with a police officer during your first contact. What exactly did the police officer say to you? What were your responses? Did you tell the officer how many drinks you had? Or if you were under the influence of an illegal substance? Well, you shouldn't have. Did you tell the officer when you started drinking and when you stopped? Most people do that, and I don't know why. Did you tell the officer when you started drinking? In other words, what was the reason for the stop of your vehicle? Was it because you violated a rule of the road? Look at the dash cam video to see if that was in fact the reason. Reading the police report and watching the videos is going to help you construct a defense to your case. Read the report and watch the videos many times. And let me just tell you this, it's probably not a good idea to try to defend yourself on your own. But make your notes on a separate piece of paper so you don't ruin your only copy of the report. You're basically performing an investigation into your arrest with the police report and the videos. You might want to subscribe because in the next video, I'll talk about what to do at your first court date when you get arrested for DUI. I'm attorney Robert Flessas. I'll see you in the next video.